let's get into the Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks. They were in action a little bit earlier today right here on ABC. There's been so much conversation this week about football players in the NBA players in the NFL. Well, we know that Patrick and Brittany Mahomes, they were in the house for this one, and man, did P.J. Washington put on a show, throwing it down there over Chet Holmgren. He had a team-high 27 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the ISO over Luka Doncic, hits the elbow jumper. SGA game-high 31 points there. It wouldn't be quite enough, though. Kyrie Irving, I mean, just a tough turnaround bucket there. And then next possession here, watch. Kyrie the playmaker this time, lobbing it up to Derek Lively II, who is fired up on the way back. 2:20 to play here. The Mavs up by 3. The Thunder, they get the steal, but Luka intercepts it, drives.
Really bad turnover.
It was a big steal.
Awful turnover.
Luka had 22 points, 15 rebounds in this game. Did you just chalk that up to youth at that point, maybe? And then
This is big. Here it is. This is closer.
That's so hard.
Dagger. Kyrie, 22 points. The Mavs get the win, 105-101. The crowd is fired up here. Patrick Mahomes fired up. And Dallas takes a 2-1 series lead. So, Stephen A., as much as we talked about what Luka has done for this team, what Kyrie Irving has really blossomed into for this Dallas Mavericks team, you were looking at P.J. Washington. If this group is playing like this, how far are they going?
Listen, well, they're definitely going to the conference finals because they ain't gonna lose to Oklahoma City if P.J. Washington continues to play the way that he's played over the last 2 games. I certainly didn't see that coming. We looked at Luka, we looked at Kyrie, and then we thought about guys like Gafford and Lively in terms of their size and how they'd be able to potentially take advantage of Oklahoma City to some degree. We didn't expect P.J. Washington to be doing this over the last 2 games. And so as effective as he's been, particularly from the outside in terms of his level of aggression, the understanding that Kyrie seems to bring to the table, sensing, look, this guy gets going. I can turn it on when I want, which Kyrie Irving clearly can do. But making sure other cats like him get involved. And let's not forget Tim Hardaway Jr. as well. Can't say enough. Right now, Dallas looks in control. We'll see what happens in Game 4, pivotal game.
When I was a young GM with the Warriors, I remember going to the playoffs one year thinking we were pretty good. And then we played, I think, the Spurs in round 2, and I thought, oh my gosh, the physicality. You think you know what it is until you get there. Because, like it or not, they officiate the game differently. And you know what? Everybody knows it. It's not a knock on the officials. When you get to the playoffs, I want them to officiate it like they're officiating it. I think the fans should want it. But you get in a game like this, and you see Dallas get 15 offensive rebounds, and the Thunder get 6. A lot of that's physicality. Dallas gets 91 shots up. Oklahoma City gets 81. Oklahoma City's shot a better percentage than did the Dallas Mavericks, and they lose the game. And so that just doesn't happen that often. But the physicality is what I'm seeing from this Dallas team. Guys like P.J. Washington making that happen. And Oklahoma City, that's their growth. They're going to get stronger. They're going to get older. And watch out when they do. But right now, Dallas is being the more physical team.
Well, we knew they were smaller going in. And that's the one move I know they wanted to make. And Sam Presti tried to make that move to get, as Stephen A. always says, more girth. It's the one thing they're lacking. And so, but a situation like today, Jalen Williams, who's a terrific young player, he was efficient but not prolific. They're going to need him to match whatever P.J. Washington.
I heard a little while when he got kicked in the face.
And then it did. But I mean, they're going to need that production from him that we've seen. Seems like he was on his way to that. So here's a question about Oklahoma City. And, Bob, this goes back to when you were a GM of a younger team. Can Oklahoma City, knowing what they need to do, even make that adjustment at this stage of their evolution? Because that's what they're going to have to do. Look, we know Kyrie Irving has now figured out when it is he doesn't need to take over the whole game the whole time, which young Kyrie used to try to do. Now at the end of the game, look who closed it out. Can Oklahoma City figure that out and make that adjustment? Because they better do it in Game 4.
And I think they will come back. They're learning every game here, Wilbon. They're learning every game what it takes. They played valiantly. This game could have gone either way.
Could have.
But Oklahoma City did fight, and that's what you're looking for in a young team like that.
Just taking stock, though, in the predictions for you for the day in picking Dallas.
Well, yeah. I mean, if we want to talk, yeah. I mean, I picked Dallas. I picked Denver last night.
So you're just feeling extra right over there.
Yeah. I mean, there's, I mean, I just go opposite of that guy, and it seems to be going well.
Really? That's what we're doing?
I don't know. I mean,
just today. I mean, congratulations over the next 24 hours.
I don't know.
Over the last 24 hours. I mean, congratulations. You know what I'm saying?
Like
the times where you were wrong, we didn't have you on the show the next day because all of a sudden, conveniently, you were calling. Okay, that's what you were doing.
You were under the desk. Okay. I was working. I was out.
You know what? I needed to be under the desk after that damn prediction of Minnesota last night. Denver Nuggets. My bad. I apologize.
Oh. Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, I pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA over here,